Greetings, friends and fellow cigar boss guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and have you ever had one of those moments where you're building and then all of a sudden you realize, oh no, what am I doing? You made a huge mistake, and then you start thinking, you're like, oh my gosh, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have this great idea. You're like, oh my gosh, check this out. Guys, this is exactly one of those moments. Check this out. So I just finished this right-handed antique cigar box guitar build, and I'm working on its sister, this Muriel build. And this one's going to be left-handed here, right? So I've got the notch on, instead of being it on this side, right? Instead of it being on this side, I put the notch on this side, so it's for the lefty, right? So yeah, so we're making the neck. This is the one with the real abalone and not the fake abalone. Anyhow, so I dark stained it. I got it all ready, put it together, and then I started burning with a hot soldering iron my position markers. And I got all the way done, and then I realized, oh man, I put them on the side for the right-handed. Why did I do that? I did that because I rarely build left-handed guitars, so in my mind, in my brain, when I'm in autopilot, I just assume I just boom, 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 knock it out, right? So I put all those solder burns there, and then I'm like, oh, dude, no big deal. I can just do solder burns on the right, on the left side here for the left-handed guitar player, and it's cool, right? So like you'd actually probably even never know because nobody really looks at the back side, you know. You just pay attention to the top side there. So then I got to thinking, well, yeah, this guitar could be ambidextrous. In other words, a right-handed person could play it, or a left-handed person can play it. So I kind of remedied that. Yeah, so you say, okay, no big deal. No big deal. But then I got to thinking, well, if it's going to be plugged in, right, and you're a lefty, well, then your plug is going to be here on this side. Or if you're a righty, the plug is going to be on this side, right? So, but if you're a lefty, you're going to need the plug on the other side. So I thought, dude, how about we do the double jack? Now, I have never done this before, but I guarantee you it'll work. All you got to do is just wire the two hots together and the two the red and the hot together, and then you just do it normally. So it doesn't matter which one it's plugged into. It's going to go to the piezo. Brilliant. Okay, and then I'm just going to put the strap button right there in her eyeball. And yeah, like I said, that way you can jam it this way, or you can jam it this way, or you could jam it this way. Oh, I'm sorry, this way. Or you could jam it this way. So we're going to try it. We're going to try it out and see if it works. Yay! Before we get too carried away, I did want to just show you this awesome box. I'm not sure exactly how old it is, but it sure feels and looks really old. But it's just a beautiful, I mean, the artwork is just phenomenal. Whenever I cut out these the sound holes and the little notch, where did I set it down at? Here it is. Right, I noticed that it's made from solid wood. This isn't laminate or MDF or anything. This is solid wood, but you know, both the top and the sides, and you can tell just by feeling it. Listen when you shut it, dude. It's like smack, like a mousetrap. Another thing here is I painstakingly cleaned all of the paper off of the back side, so when you're looking in, you don't see any paper. There's a little bit up here. I could take that off, but you don't see that when you're looking in here. Yeah, so we got the logo here, the logo here, and you can actually see the logos through the sound hole when you're looking there. So yeah, I took my time to painstakingly do a few things, not a lot. I mean, I didn't. I mean, there's a lot more I could do and probably should do, but you know, I did want to keep as much intact as possible. Look at this seal, guys. This is freaking awesome. In fact, all this nomenclature on the back talks about that seal. Like, don't take off a seal. Couple of discoveries. I mixed up some glue and water, 50 parts of that, and made this real soupy diluted glue. Got a Q-tip. Soaked it, got it nice and saturated in the Q-tip, and then got behind this sticker and all, because it was coming separated, right? So I made sure to get all of the glue on the inside, right? And it kind of, there's a bunch of, you can see like a stamp, you can see all these little holes in here. So I made sure to squish it out. It came out all those holes, so I know it got all the way underneath this thing here. So I'm letting that dry. So this is gonna be nice and tight there. Anyhow, I was looking for other places that I could do this because some of the paper's coming off. And up here, look, I discovered that this thing is put together with nails, man. Look at that, genuine freaking nails, dude. So, gosh, dude, this, the more I look at this box here, the more I realize it's like, oh my gosh. The box alone is amazing. So instead of using all the fancy tools, I'm just going to use this old vice grip and this old, I think this is like a crosscut saw. I have no idea. This thing is ancient of days, dude. I mean, seriously. Teeth are nice and sharp though. Watch, feel. This is going to be the block for underneath the heel. Beauty, eh? Beauty. So I found a Sharpie. So maybe you're saying, oh, I hope you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Ta-da! So first things first is I coated the entire neck with this top coat. A couple of layers. This stuff, it says here, dries in 5 minutes. Plus or minus 5 minutes, whatever. I did several coats, and then the last coat, while it was still wet, I got the the Sharpie here and colored in, and then quickly hit it with some steel wool here just to take the edges off and make the edges nice and clean right there. So I get this awesome contrast. My gosh, and then it dried. It's like, so I can still go back and do another layer of this stuff. But I love the way the abalone sticks out in the black, and then of course now because I'm doing lacquer and the frets are still on there, so the tops of the frets now are getting kind of lacquered as well. So I'm going to go back and file sandpaper smooth the tops of these things so it's just butter. Another layer of top coat, and I just wanted to show you how some of these are just popping. My gosh, look at that. They really pick up the natural light. What do you get when you get hot glue, a piezo, more hot glue, and then a cigar box guitar, a Puckett cigar box guitar pick? You end up with a Puckett cigar box guitar piezo pick up. Ta-da! And yes, we measured it, and it's perfectly boom, 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 in alignment with the top of the plane of this thing here. So this will have contact with the underside right where the saddle sits. Tuners. Big screws. And then both jacks hooked up to the, you can get these sanding sponges. And if you don't get it in the exact grit that you want, you can just get whatever grit sandpaper that you do want and wrap your sponge in that. Just like here, this is the 220 that's taking off the lacquer from the frets. Another good idea is you can go to the big box store and get these aluminum blocks and also some sandpaper. the wet sandpaper. This one here is 400 wet dry. And then I just cut out a little section and then glued it on. So it's nice and flat. And we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this to I went picking through all my hinges and I found this little butterfly hinge. I don't know if you can see that. I hit it with this hammered black. It was gold. So now I gotta wait for the paint to dry. Sometimes instead of putting the hinge on the top here, you have to do what I call a wraparound. And that's because the saddle's gonna be right here. So there was no room right here necessarily for the hinge, but it works out great. You just measure twice. So yeah, the saddle will be right there. So that'll be perfect right there. So we're just now putting on the strings, and I just started tuning it up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing sounds awesome. So yeah, so this box is gonna sound awesome. And these strings have a little ball end, and I just get a little nail, stick it through just like that, and then through the hinge. So it looks like that. Pretty straightforward, huh? Every puppet needs strings. I get my strings bulk from the CBGG. These are 44, 34, and 26 bronze. These are the acoustic guitar strings. And normally we would tune these EBE or GBG, but since this is a short scale, 20 inches, I went ahead and tuned it up to A. So it's A, middle string is E. A, E, A. And because this is a lefty, it's upside down and intonated for a left-handed person. But because I'm a righty, I'm going to play it upside down. One thing I did not tell you yet, anyway, I'll tell you now. Some of you guys might have already spotted this out, but notice how this fret is a little skinnier, and this fret's a little skinnier, and this fret here is a little skinnier. This is the just tempered fret spacing. Plenty of information on that here. This is basically where I subtly move the frets to be in alignment with the harmonics. So you could call this a harmonic guitar if you wanted. So before we cut the strings off, I wanted to show you the mega patina on these corners. All of them. Some of them more than others, like this one here is almost black. But yeah, that one's a nice one there. That's a nice one right there. So I'm ready to do some sound sampling, aka some jamming. First off, man, I just love the way these frets look. Oh my God, I can't tell you how much. the nice thing about having the top and the bottom strings be the same note is that basically all your chords are still the same. It's just an inversion. Like here's like, so it's automatically inverted because the strings are upside down, or the right side up if you're a lefty, but if you're a righty, then they're upside down. In other words, the high string is on the top, the low string is on the bottom. All your chords and all your scales should work though, and that's what's kind of weird is that, you know, you're going to play your normal scales and it's going to sound what? It's a mind bender. If you're strumming, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like you're up strumming or down strumming. Like, that's gonna sound the same. But guys, I did want to let you hear these major thirds in this just tempered. The inverted. Jingle bells. So having that fret move down to where the harmonic is makes those major thirds sound rich. Yeah, so these chords, my gosh, I'm telling you, on this just tempered, all the way up. It's hard for me to do inversions. I know you guys are wanting to hear it plugged in. Me too. All right, we are going to plug into the Vox Mini. And I turned down the gain and turned up a little bit of reverb. So sound, dude. Wow. It's rich. It's just a rich. Guys, it's so weird playing in the upside down strings. Whenever you're bored and you want to freak your mind out, just take the top string, put it on the bottom, take the bottom string, put it on the top, reverse those two, and then of course you're going to have to re-intonate it. And guys, then just play your licks. Just play your licks. When you're going down, your mind says you need to be going up, and when you're going up, your mind says no, you need to be going down. It's so strange. Before you throw these things away, have yourself a little bit of fun first. One, two, three, four. Now you can throw them away. So little brother officially got little sister. Yay! Because if you like these videos, be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Be sure to check out the links in the video description below, the CB Giddy affiliate link, the promo code, all that good stuff. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your support. God bless y'all, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers!